Hi, Pavitra. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. What about you?
I'm doing good too. So, Pavitra, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Pavitra Resoju. I have around 4.2 years of experience in Spring Boot microservices. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So, what is the difference between Spring and Spring Boot?
Yeah, like both are frameworks. If you use the Spring is like creating the APIs.
Mhm,
Compared to Spring and Spring Boot is more advantages is there in Spring Boot. Lot of dependencies, like by using auto wide and dependency injections we can easily write the logics. Just we have to think about the logic.
mhm,
Overall thing will do the object creation Spring and Spring Boot only.
mhm.
That is auto configurations. Lot of things is there in frameworks. Yeah.
Okay. How about dependency management?
Yeah, dependency management. See, auto wide is there, in service layer is there, and controller layer is there. If I want to inject the one class to another class, by using auto wide we are injecting class. That is a dependency injection.
Okay, fine. So, let me share with you the difference. So, when this question you get in an interview, you covered a couple of valid points. You can also cover other points. See, one is configuration. So, with respect to Spring Framework, it requires manual XML or Java configuration setup. With respect to Spring Boot, it provides auto configuration, right? If I tell you dependency management, it is manual in Spring Boot. Starters simplify dependency management. This best suited for microservices architecture, Spring Boot, whereas
Oh,
Spring Framework needs additional setup. And if you
oh,
tell embedded server, so has it requires external server like Tomcat, and this comes with an embedded server, Tomcat Jetty or so these are the
oh,
differences between Spring Framework and Spring Boot. Okay.
okay.
Now, uh, can you write a Java program to determine if the two strings are anagram of each other or not? So you have one string which is listen, and you have another string which is silent. So you have to check whether these two strings are anagram of each other or not.
Okay.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Mm.
Where is the option to share the screen?
So you can click on share screen, green color button,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you can select the window.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I opened my SDS ID.
Hmm. Can you open? Yeah.
Yeah. I opened. My screen is shared. It is visible,
Yes, yes,
right?
the screen is visible.
Yeah. Okay. I created the class here.
Yeah,
It is
right.
visible, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's visible. You have to write a program to determine if the two strings are anagram of each other or not.
Okay. And second one is
One is silent, another is listen. Yeah, so listen you have written. Now write silent, SILENT. So you have to determine if these two strings are anagram of each other or not.
okay. Length is equals to str dot 2 dot length. If it's the same, then str1 dot char converted, then am box into collectors dot grouping by function dot identify entity collectors dot counting, okay, dot equals str2 dot str2 dot cards dot collectors dot grouping by function dot identity collectors dot counting. Okay. Here what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
First str1 is listen and str2 is silent is there.
Okay.
First I am checking the length of these two. If it is length, I'm checking these two length is equal or not. If it is
Mm,
equal means then only it will go. It will go to the next step. Otherwise
mm,
here only it will get false because I am taking boolean.
mm,
Okay, then I am converting to these listen to characters, then
mm.
I am dividing one by one, l and I s t, like that.
Okay.
And here what I am doing, I am collecting the all the characters and grouping. I am collecting the all listen, and here function identify, and each list I am counting each
Mm,
this one.
right.
Okay, okay, these same like up to here str1 I did. I
Mm,
have to do equals method. By using equals method, str2 same thing, characters converted and boxed, and collectors grouping by same function. By using equals method, both are same or not. If condition, if is equals to this out, if it is boolean true means the condition is anagram.
mm. Okay. Can you run
Yeah,
this program?
yeah, I'm running. Not a anagram. Yeah, see here, this is anagram.
These are Anagram. Okay. Now,
Hmm.
modify string 2 here. Keep something else in string 2.
I'll give
Anything
my
else?
name.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else?
Yeah,
I just wanted to check with the negative this thing.
yeah, okay. You check now. Yeah, not a anagram.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine. Now, can you write the Java program for in such a manner that we can showcase the exception handling in Spring Boot.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, exception handler is there. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
I mean, I have to write here, you're telling?
yes, yes. So you write the program so that you can showcase exception handling. One of the example you can write a basic program.
Okay. I'll write.
Yeah. So there are exception handlers in
Yeah,
Selenium.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Like in exception handler, runtime exception and compile time exception,
correct.
array index out of bound exception,
Yeah.
and IO exceptions. These are
So,
exceptions, is there?
yeah. So there is a global exception handler. You can create one class in that you can have resource not found exception. All those things you can write one basic program.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, here in try int is equals to 10. Int sum is equals to direct I'll take. Int sum is equals to 10 by 0. Now what will get? Catch. Now it will get array index out of bound exception.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, arithmetic exception will get, not array.
Mhm.
Arithmetic exception, because it won't divide by 0, the 10.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. So when you are asked this kind of question in terms of this Spring Boot, right? So you can tell about this. How do you handle exceptions in Spring Boot, right? So you can take any one example of REST APIs. Let me share the screen, explain it to you.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, is the screen visible?
Yeah, yes.
You can showcase this, a normal class you can create of global exception handler. In that you can create multiple exception handles. One is resource not found, one is exception dot class. And all these are your exceptions you can showcase.
Okay, in Spring Boot.
Yeah, Spring
Okay.
Boot. With respect to Spring Boot, you can also,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Okay. Uh, okay. How do you implement JWT authentication in Spring Boot?
I don't have idea, but
Mm.
how to implement no, JWT, right? Sorry.
JWT,
Mm.
JWT.
Yeah, like it is a security level. Like here, JSON Web Toolkit, the form is
Mm.
like here. How it will implement? First, it will check the filter of the authentication and provider management. And if you get any user request, it will go to the first filter,
Mm.
and after that, it will check the provider management and authentication. It will check, and if it is there any module which we are expecting the request, then it will respond to the provider manager, and again it will respond to the filter. Here how it will work, like header, payload and signature is there.
Mm.
Internally we have to extend the class is spring adapter security is there. By default class is there. If you extend that one, inbuilt authentication and URL, password, username, these inbuilt methods will get. By using those methods we can get the which URL we can click, like passwords inbuilt, we can give the password. By using those we can able to do in that JWT. Like
Mm.
here authorization authentication is there. Authorizations I'll tell the, for example, if you enter the our company, just they will check the ID card, that is authentication. You can able to go to the office or not, just ID proof.
Mm.
And After company, if you enter the allow the authorization means server rooms is there, like in our company server rooms.
Right,
They able to allow the that server rooms or not, that is authorization per security level is more important is there in authorization, that is thing.
right, right. So you can tell when you want to generate the token, right? These are the different parameters that you have to add. One is username, the date timestamp you can have, and
Oh,
a secret key, the algorithm, the signature algorithm you will have, right? What kind of 256 encryption you want, so on. All those
oh,
things you can keep with respect to the generating the JWT token.
okay.
This is about it. Fine. So in your resume, you have also mentioned about JavaScript, right? So can you
Java.
JavaScript,
Yeah, yes, yes.
right? So would you be able to tell me the difference between where, let, and const?
Yeah, var means in JavaScript, if you created the any variable, we are creating the var. Local enter the class, we can use the var. Let means within the method only let we can use. Constant means within the like let and const both will work same. Var is we can use to another class also.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Can you do reassignment in let?
Mm, no, we can't
Okay.
do the res.
Let me tell you the differences between the three. So where it is function scoped, let is it is block scoped, right? So let and const it is block scoped.
Block scope.
If you want to do reassignment, it is allowed in where and let, but it is not allowed in const.
Const.
If you want to do redeclaration, it is allowed in where, but it is not allowed in let and const.
Oh,
So these are the basic differences between the three. Okay.
okay.
Can you tell me what is closure in JavaScript with an example? What's
No,
closure?
no idea. No.
Okay, so closure is nothing but it's basically a function that remembers the variables from its lexical scope, right? Even after the outer function has got executed, still it would be remembering. So closures are basically used for data hiding, function factories, those kind of scope, you will be using the closures.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, what is debouncing and throttling in JavaScript?
Debouncing.
Yeah, debouncing and throttling.
No idea.
Okay, fine. In your resume, you have mentioned about so you have mentioned about timesheet management application,
Yeah.
right, that you were developing on. You were working as a software developer. So, what was your contribution in this project,
Developing the APIs.
developing the API? So, what are the different kinds of APIs that you had developed?
Like here, user model is there and HR model and locations. Different models are there, and I created totally worked on the model module user module only. I worked there. I implemented the like requirements will come day by day, and it will upload the in Excel sheets, and we have to check the requirement and what the requirement like user. I want to get the whichever starting from the surnames. I want to get like getting the list of the database. I will create the queries and in database by using jpa repositories, find all methods, in inbuilt methods. By using inbuilt methods, I created the apis for that one, which are getting the requirement. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So, you have mentioned you wrote test cases for the services using JUnit to
Yeah.
ensure the functionality and reliability. So, how many test cases do you write every day?
See, like in every day the requirement depends upon the requirement. If I get any find all, I said, right, if I get it for that method, I have to create the at the rate test for that method. And before at the rate before and after before is there, and there I have to mention the mockito. Like the Mockito advantage is like no need to create the entire it won't affect from the existing data. The Mockito will, the object won't create. For if using the Mockito means the object will create at the as a virtual, then we can use by using Mockito. Like depends upon the requirement, I will create the test cases.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, what do you know about singleton design pattern?
Yeah, like in Spring Boot by default it is a singleton. Like the if you create as a private constructor to a class, it won't extend. I mean, we can't create for the object within the class, only we can create the singleton class. Yeah,
Okay.
only one object will create.
So consider there is a logging service across your application. There is one of the service which is related to the logging. And you
Okay.
need to create a single instance of a logging service. So how would you implement this using the singleton pattern? Can you write the code for that?
Yeah,
Right?
singleton class you're
You would
asking.
need to create a single instance of a logging service across your application.
Okay, I'll write the singleton.
Yeah, yeah. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I shared. It is visible.
Yes, yes, visible.
Okay. Now I'll create the private constructor for singleton class. Okay. Now private static singleton instance I'm taking here. Okay. Now what I'll create the method public static singleton is return type get instance. Okay, and if instance is equals to null, then create the object instance is equals to new singleton, then return is instance. Okay, now how we can find by using singleton se is equals to singleton dot get instance. If you call this se dot hash code, two, one, two. Yeah, sir.
Hmm.
Like see, if you want to create as a one only one object means I created the one private variable, like it is a singleton instance, and here I created the constructor for that singleton class. Okay, like here I'm creating the method for that instance, creating only one object. Okay, here I'm creating the object for this one. By get to know hash code, if it is get same se and se1 se2, if it is get same hash code means only one singleton is created. I'm running the program. Yeah, see here 15454
So how would you implement logger in this?
loggers you are
Yes.
asking. Yeah.
right? You need to create a single instance of a logging service, and you have to implement using the singleton pattern, right? So logger, where is the logger here? You want to log the messages, right? Are you aware about logger?
Yeah, loggers, right?
Yes,
You're
yes.
no, no idea
Okay,
about
no problem.
loggers.
So let me share my screen. See, the solution that you're telling is partially correct. Now, this is just to be implemented from the logging mechanism. So you can create a constructor with this name of logger itself. Okay. This
Okay,
singleton only we are going forward. And what we will do here for logger is logger one equal to logger dot get instance. Right. Here you will get this public static logger get instance. Okay. Then
okay.
similarly, you'll have logger two. You
Yeah,
log output, right? You'll print those statements,
it's get true.
right?
Yeah,
It's using
yeah.
singleton design pattern only,
Okay, yeah, yeah, got it. Yeah.
right? Great. Fine. Uh, do you know factory design pattern?
Yeah, like factory means it is a design pattern in Spring Boot.
Hmm.
Like mm, no, no idea.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. So you're telling you are using updating Jira, a project management tool with relevant information project status. You're participating in daily stand-up meetings. So apart from daily stand-up meetings, which are the different agile ceremonies that you are a part of?
Like what? I mean, daily Scrum calls I have to attend the.
Mhm.
I'll update the what I did the entire day, and if it get any bugs, and I'll inform to my TL. And like if I get any phases issues, and I am connecting to, and I'll inform to my TL.
Mhm.
Those updates I'll inform to my TL in the Scrum calls.
Okay, okay, great, great. Okay, Pavitra, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I want to know about like where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right, right. So I think, see, technically you are strong, right? You are knowing about the design patterns. You are knowing about Spring Boots, even JavaScript things are fine, right?
yeah.
Those things you know. You just have to work on one or two things. For example, closure is in JavaScript. What is the purpose of closure? How will you implement logging mechanism, right? Using singleton design pattern. Just couple of things that you have to be aware about.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest all looks good. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for the interview.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Pavitra.
thank
And wish you all the best for your career ahead.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.